In this video, I will be showing you how to make the side dial piece for Epione Biotech's handheld suturing device. So as you can see, this part looks like a spool with a hole running through the middle. This hole is for the side dial axle, which will run through it. And together, both of those components will be placed in the back of the handle. Around this groove will be an elastic band that will run through the handle all the way to the lateral hinge. And the mechanism will work such that when this dial is rotated, that lateral hinge will also move laterally with the band. Now to create this piece, first you'll want to open up SolidWorks and make sure your units are in IPS. Our first step will be to make a sketch on the top plane. You'll want to make a circle with a diameter of 1.72 that's centered around the origin. Having made this circle, we'll want to extrude to create a cylinder. We will extrude 0.45 inches upward blindly. And this will be the base of our part. Next, we'll want to make the hole for the axle to run through. To do this, we'll make another sketch on the top base of our new cylinder. And again, we'll make a circle oriented that is centered around the origin with a diameter of 0.28, which is slightly larger than the size of our axle. Having made the circle, we will extrude cut through all. And that will create a hole through both ends. Next, we'll want to make this top extrusion, which was designed to act as a spacer between the dial itself and the handle to reduce the amount of friction when the dial is rotating. To make this part, we'll make another sketch, again on the top surface of this cylinder. This time we will create a circle centered around the origin, the diameter of 0.9. We will also convert entities of the previous circle so that it appears on this sketch as well. Having made these two circles, we will want to extrude the space between the two circles, as shown here. We will extrude blindly upward at 0.14 inches, and this will create this top part. Now we would want the same extrusion on the bottom that we have just made. To do this, we will create a plane that we can mirror the entity about. To make this plane, first we'll select the top base again and create a reference plane that is offset from this top plane by 0.225 inches. In this way, you'll have a reference plane that runs through the middle of your cylinder. Having done this, we will select Mirror Entity, and under Features to Mirror, you'll want to select the extrusion we've made previously and mirror it about plane 6, which is our reference plane. As you can see, this will create the same extrusion on the bottom. And lastly, we will want to create this groove. To make this groove, we will create two more reference planes. The first, plane 7, as you can see, will be offset from this top surface 0.1 inches. And similarly, the second plane will be offset 0.1 inches from the bottom surface of the cylinder. In this way, when cut, there will be 0.1 inch barriers on both ends to prevent the elastic band from sliding off. Now to make this cut, we will first make a sketch on the bottom plane, plane 8. And on this sketch, we will create a circle centered around the origin that has a diameter of 1.4. We will also convert entities of the edge of the outer cylinder. Now we'll want to create an extrude cut of the space between these two circles, and we will extrude cut from the plane 8, the bottom reference plane, up to the next surface plane, which would be plane 7, or top reference plane. And as you can see, it cuts perfectly, and you have your side dial. Happy SolidWorksing!